さあ、おじいちゃん、おぼじいちゃん。作ってきたで、なんか鍵だけやったら多分4つか5つぐらい持ってるわ。あ、おらんし。なんやねん、あいつ。勝手に入れたら迷いなく、すごい綺麗に入ったな。さすが。あ、いいね。鍵1個入れるだけでこんな機能動いてたかのごとく、さっきまで動いてたかのごとく、動くなんてさすがやね。
Fantastic, Kate. I have to admit, you really know how to get things done.
冗談じゃない。他に必要なものは？
Thank you, Captain. Are there any other preparations to carry out?
There's just one last problem to solve. The
あんのかい。
locks we need to use to get
ま
out
た
onto the
鍵？
lake. They're shut by order of the town hall. You have to find some way to get them open.
What do you suggest?
The best thing to do is to ask Mayor Syberia for the authorization to reopen them. But just to give you fair warning, he's about as straight as a crooked waterspout. So you mind him.
なんでオボ船長行かないんすか？
Or you could just get a hold of some explosives and then kaboom!
First, I'll try talking to the mayor. Thanks, Captain.
お前はな、キャプテンよ。お前はやな、市長のとこまで行く辛さを分かってないよ。
Watch out for Mayor Syberia.
めっちゃだるいのに。だってもうこの船からまともに出れるかどうかも分からないのに。さっきのはまぐれかもしれんだろ。てか絶対まぐれやしな。今度は市長か。いやー、ケイトさん交渉うまくないからな。多分また怒らせて終わりになる気がするな。でもブリアキン市長なんか多分今窮地に立たされてるっぽいんでね。デモみたいなの起こってたし。その辺をうまいことやれば、やっぱりダメやったー。ねえ。ちょっと待って、さっきの、まあそれもそうやねんけど、さっきのカラスの舞い落ち方に問題が。
The shopkeepers are on strike for the first time in ages. That's not good business for anyone, if you want my opinion.
Listen, my dear friends,
あ、
I'm
これ
ready to
か。
work with you to find solutions to your very legitimate concerns. And starting tomorrow, I'll receive your delegation.
Yeah, you better. And don't try outsmarting us, Syberia.
Listen to me, please.
ここで話しかけれるかな。今まさに市長が国民に話をしてるときに、市民に話をしてるときに勝手に話しかけていいかしら。
Mr. Mayor?
Yes? What now?
水門を開けて急に、まあ、ここは礼儀を
Excuse me, Mr. Mayor.
尽くしましょう。
Please forgive me for intruding like this without an appointment at all, but I'd just like to start up by saying thank you for
す
your
ごいへり
time.
くだるな。
I know how precious it is.
You are completely
ウ
forgiven,
ェイ
my
ウ
dear.
ェイウェイ。
How can I help?
Do you think it would be possible to open the locks in the port?
I beg your pardon? Did you say the locks? What on earth for?
閉鎖と言いました。一体何のため？ユコと出発する。個人的な理
I'm
由。
listening, dear lady.
いや、これこっちかな。
I'm actually accompanying the Yukon tribe on their long journey right now, Mr. Mayor. I've asked Captain Obo if
正
he would
直に
take us to
話
the
そう。
other side of the
多
lake
分
on
ユ
the
コ
crystal
族が
to
いなく
now
なった
dusk.
方がいいでしょう。およっしゃい。
The crystal. The Yukuls. Do go on. Anyway, it would be very ungracious of me if I were to criticize you for removing that burden from our good town. Nonetheless, I'm afraid I must refuse your request, dear lady. The locks will remain closed until further notice. This decision came from above, you understand?
上官に立ち向かえとは言われへん。いいなこの帽子。
I would be grateful if you would answer, please.
I'm really sorry to say this, Mr. Mayor,
こっちか
but
な。
are you absolutely certain that's the right decision?
What do you mean?
Well, you know that making the Yukel stay here by keeping the locks closed is clearly not what the people in your administration want. They won't understand. In the long run, there could be backlash at election time.
I
イエー
know that I think about it, yes.
イやばい。
You're right.
市長と気
And
が合
I
うぞ
have。always been there for my voters. But the orders. They're orders, understand?
誰がボスか、ここはもうここをくすぐろ。
You're the mayor, and
So-
it's you and you alone who can decide what's right for Valsumbur. So why not reassert your authority once and for all? Authorize the opening of the locks.
I could do
イ
it,
エーイ
but it's complicated, understand?
できますともっていう現地を取ったからな。あなたのためになる。うわでもこっちっぽいけどな。あなたより大きな問題。
I'm listening, dear lady.
こっち
If you
か。
solve this problem, you'll become a kind of crusading hero to your voters. You'll earn the undying support of
うまい
everyone
な
in。
うまい。う
Valsumbur.
まいっすよ。
And your superiors won't be able to do anything to you.
Well, I have to admit, dear lady, that
Yes!
your arguments have convinced me. I am authorizing you to open the port locks so the crystal
あ、
can
そうなんや
leave.
手動なんや。
Nonetheless, you should know that there is a technical problem that means the locks have to be opened manually. I imagine that such an inconvenience isn't likely to deter a woman as determined and resourceful as you.
Do you mean that?
Yes, as the local technician is absent, I'm afraid you'll have to delve into the murky waters yourself to open the locks.
わーお、マジか。何それ。ずっと持ってたん。
Nonetheless, this should help you use the
まるで
underwater
このことが
mechanism.
訪れることを知ってた
But
かの
how
ごと
am I
く。
supposed to dive?
That, dear lady, is your problem, I suppose. Do have an excellent day.
はーい。いや、市長は簡単やったな。オボ船長。わーい。そのめっちゃ薄い状態でくるくるされても分からへん。どっちかな。こっちか。ウェイウェイ管理者の通知ってこれ何これ。あ、読む。歯車サイズ05型番 XP05075 ナルコフこれが何これ。いや初めて全て丸の回答をしたんじゃないか。なんかこいつ
Come on, get a broom.
わお。いやこの距離で同じ顔使っちゃダ
People are
メ。
getting more and more excited here. It'll be a riot if it goes on.
水門に行ったらいいんかな。
Mayor Boya King hasn't been up to handling the situation since the catastrophe. I've said it for years.
いやーケイトの思惑聞きたいけど全然喋ってくれへん。水門多分ねこのままオボ船長に泣きついてもオボ船長は何も言ってくれなさそうなんで、いやオボ船長なんか言ってくれるかな。この機会ならあるわとか言ってくれるかな。オボ船長水着貸して。てかお前の方が絶対水に浮きやすそうやからお前が行ってこいよ。はい、はい。
Well,
潜る羽目になったお嬢さんって言われてるしな。
so what? Nothing more
い
to
や
add
でも
then?
な藤壺膝に藤壺なんやなこっち
The
かな。
mayor gave us authorization to open the locks. but I have to do it manually, by diving down into the port.
I can probably help. There should still be some old diving equipment you can use in that shed at the end of the seawall.
I've never gone diving. But if you think I'll be fine down there, I don't mind trying.
This has to stay between the two of us, Kate. There's something you need to know about the locks. They're also there to stop the lake monster from entering the port. Anyway, that's what I heard. But at this time of day, there's no risk. That spawn of hell sleeps all day.
Do you really believe there's a monster down there in that lake?
You know, 20 years ago, it really wasn't Paranor that I was afraid of. Not the deaths, the radiation. That's what people say, but the truth is that it was actually that damn monster that made me scoot away like a minnow. It was lurking around Paranor, drawn by the stench of the graves, probably. I saw its red eyes staring at me, Miss Walker. That's something you never forget.
Alright.
Where's a suit I can use?
Meet me in the shed at the far end of the seawall. There
奥
should be something just about your size. I mean, near enough anyway.
Underwater? How am I supposed to open the lock gates?
They're kept in place with some kind of steel locks. Just try and pull them out using their mechanism.
簡単に言うけどな。
There's nothing to it.
そうやね。い
Meet
つ
me
も
in
お
the
ぼ船
shed
長は
at the
な。
end of the seawall.
簡単に言うね。どうやって行くん？防波堤の奥の物置どうやって行くん？こんなちょっとした段差とかちょっとした扉も開けにくいケイトにそんなことができると思って。ヒャーヒャーヒャーああヒャーヒャーヒャーあすごい全然ブロッコリーじゃなかったね。なんかお豆みたいやね。防波堤なんでこっちか。あ、人がいる。そういえばこっち側は行ってなかったね。ここか。装置の説明書があったけどほぼほぼちゃんと見れてないからね。
Believe me, it's a really good thing that the nomads can't just come and go around Valsambor as they please anymore.
That big boat, the Crystal, it's been rotting at the dock for years.
Things are heating up for Mayor Bulyakin.
あいつに喋るためには
My squid is absolutely fresh, miss. Listen, miss, it's fresh.
向こうから回っていけないじゃん。これ設計ミスですよ。向こうから回っていかれへんのにあいつをクリックすると向こうに回っちゃうんだね。どうした？
We're going to see the Nomad Souk. Apparently they have good prices.
Since the town hall closed the port, we sometimes get the impression we're living in a ghost town.
鎖国中か。お、メルラアルバ、メルラアルバ。なんかシベリア2の時のシベリア2の時にメルラアルバっていう鳥を修道士の人がすごい好きですみたいなこと言ってからたまに聞く鳥の声がメルラアルバにしか聞こえなくなってしまったんだよな。なんか人がおる。あ、こっち来てなかったね。なんか釣れます？
Hi there. Anything biting?
As if. 20 years there's been fewer fish, but sometimes you can get lucky. Go figure. It's really odd.
You seem to know the region well. Maybe you can fill me in a bit. I'd like to know a little bit more about the local legend. I was told that there's a monster down there, living at the bottom of the lake.
It's not a legend.
And how can you be so sure?
Back when, the lake froze over earlier in the season. People would go out and make holes in the ice in the middle of the lake, then fish like that. Sometimes they would even set up these cabins for the winter next to the hole. The old folk always said you should only cut a small hole, just wide enough so the fish could be pulled through when you landed them. No more than that. One day, this guy who was kind of odd cut a really big hole. To make it easier, he said. In case he caught a really big one. You don't have to believe me, but he's the one who went into the hole. Backwards. Into the depths. In less time than it takes to say it, the monster's arm came through the hole, then dragged the poor guy down to the bottom of the lake. That's why the old folks say never make a big hole in the ice, because of the monster that lurks below.
And how do you know all that?
Because the poor guy was my older brother. And I was fishing just next to him that day. So you think what you want. You have a good day, miss.
どういう表情それ。なるほどね。それでもお前は釣りをやめないんだな。お兄さんの無念を晴らすためなのか、そういうお仕事だからですっていうだけなのか。メルラアルバ、メルラアルバ。じゃあいるんや、ほんまに怪物はおるんや。こっち行ける？あ、いけないのね。とこっちからこっちからおそらく行けということだよね。
I opened the shed for you.
スース始まり、ケイティがいろいろお着替えしてくれるからいいですね。潜水機材を揃えて組み立てる。やっといてくれよ。もうどれ取って取って、いいよ取って。多分これちゃうか。ほんまにと浮き輪と
I have to get all the equipment together and get it ready before I change.
これこの間も見た。あいつアホやな。横の部屋に降りながらにして。もう何？オッケー、主人。あかんで。これ最後のスイッチやわ。ここに
I need something that I can fill.
そうだね。
I need something that I can fill.
貯めれるものないない。今何も持ってないわ。手前はあ、これか。あ、取っちゃった。あれほど調べろと言っただろうが。取れるもんか。まずここに
If I want to dive, I need to find some way to fill them up.
360。
Pressure required.
ちょっと待って、もう一回プレッシャーでクライ。
pressure required.
マックスプレッシャーが130。130って書いてたかな。
Nothing. I must have forgotten something.
これでこうしてこれ360にしといて、ここから戻れる
？That can't be the right setting. That can't be the right setting. It isn't watertight enough to fill the bottles.
これは合ってるよね。これは合ってて180、30、これは違う、180。あ、180、ここか。停止。ここか。これで180って書いてるな。これでこうと。あ、こっちは右側はいいんですか？ほんまに？ちょっと見せて。
I can use these to go diving now.
そう。そうっすか。使ったか。これで日本の缶抜きを探す。いや外す。急にどうした？かわいい、本気やん。めちゃんくやる気やなお前。うんじゃないね。うんじゃないんだよ。こんなムービーでもマウスカーソルは出てるのに、出てほしい場面では消えるのはどういうことなんだろうな。